what this verse have to do with this verse and the verse before it and the verse before it and the verse before it? Obviously, it's a guy who is, he have a mental issue. He cannot concentrate. In English, they call it the flight of thoughts, I think. The flight of thoughts. Where somebody is...
The what?
Flight of thoughts.
Flight of thoughts.
Yeah,
Okay.
which like your thought is everywhere. You know, you cannot concentrate on a topic. You want to talk, but you talk about, like somebody you speak about, suddenly you speak about your beer, and then you speak about your wife, and then you speak about your work, and then you go back to your beer, you know? And this is exactly how the Quran is. If this is the book of God, like if you go to the Bible, you go in the book of Genesis, talking about how God created the earth and the heaven, and then Adam, and etc. You go in the Quran, you will find the stories all over.
Yeah, it's more like it flows. It's like from beginning to end. You mean?
There is no story. There is no story in the story. There is no connection between. You know, one of the major reasons for success of writing a book, that the line before have to be connected with the line after. Otherwise, people will be lost. And this is a book have no connection between the line before and the line after.
Yeah.
Or what is the logic? You know, when he speak about chapter 18, all of it. You know, like the flying carpet of Sulaiman, and he heard the ant. I mean, what we heard from this? You know. What a human being learn from Sulaiman? Sorry. He heard the ant, and he learned something from the ant. We don't know, like what is exactly the ant have to do with him. We don't know. Until he arrived to the value of the ants, and then the Namla, the one of the ants, she said to the other ants, hide, otherwise Sulaiman will crush you. Okay, Muslims, what we learn from this? What is the purpose of Allah telling us this story? And ants don't talk, and they are deaf. This is the truth. You can go right now and search. Ants, they communicate either by vibration or by chemical. If we can say talk, this is how they talk. But here, the Quran is so clear. It says that he heard her speech. Do you see it? So he smiled and mused at her speech. But how? What speech?
Can you repeat that? I didn't understand this.
Okay.
The last part.
We are in the chapter 27, chapter number 27. And we are reading verse 17, 18, 19. Sulaiman, he marched until he arrived the valley of the ants. All right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Then one of the ants, she said to the other ants, hide, otherwise Sulaiman, hide in your habitations, lest Sulaiman and his host crush you under the foot without knowing it.
Excuse me, to the ants, you mean like ants?
Ants. The ant, speaking to the ants, the one who's talking now is an ant too.
Ants, okay.
The ant, the little ants, you know, the one with the, you know, the small tiny one.
Yeah.
The insect.
I hear what you're saying.
The insect. Yeah.
Yeah, insects. Yeah. That's why I asked, because ants.
Yeah. So the ant, she told the other ants, hide, otherwise Sulaiman will crush you. And then Sulaiman, he smiled, and because he was amused of her speech. Why he was amused with her speech? Any Muslim can tell me, like, what's the big deal? I believe that all animals, all creatures, insects, birds, etc., they have a warning system, and they warn each other, and they run when there's a danger. The same as a human being, they do. So why he was amused with her speech? I mean, what the ant she said? She make a speech in the United Nations? She just said. Yeah. Secondly, the ants don't talk. When you say
it's so crazy, because when I read it, you know, I never looked at it. You know, I didn't see it like.
My friend, like ants are deaf. Ants, you can go right now to Google and search. Ants are deaf, and because they are deaf, they don't talk. Very simple. Because when you are deaf, you know, even a human being.
Yeah, but ants don't talk either way. way.
So no, even a human being, if he's deaf, right, he don't talk. He will go mute. Not because he cannot use his tongue, but because he heard nothing to learn about talking, right? So a mute person, he is a mute usually because he's deaf, unless he became deaf later after he became old. But if he's born deaf, then he will be mute. So what in school they do? They teach them how to move their tongue to make pronounced words, but yet they cannot hear themselves, and they don't learn it simply because they cannot hear it. You know, a child, you're a child when you have a son, you say to him, say Baba, you know, he hear it, he repeat it, Baba, okay, Baba, okay. But if he is a mute, God forbid, he will not learn from you. And the ant is deaf. It's a mute insect. They don't talk. They communicate by vibration and by chemical. As an example, if the ant found food, or even a warning, they spread the chemicals to warn their other animals or other insects, ants, to tell them here is dangerous. Or they vibrate in each other as a vibration, like Morse system, you know. But they don't talk. Same time, the Quran says that Allah, He taught Sulaiman the language of birds. So how Allah, He taught him the language of the birds, but yet Sulaiman is speaking the language of the ants? You know what I mean? And then Sulaiman, and then Sulaiman, he have army of birds and genies and a human. How in the world somebody is a human being in 2017? He believed that there's a guy, he have an army of a chicken.
Army of what?
Chickens. Chicken. Imagine an army and chicken of birds, and this army have ranks, which means there's a general chicken, there's major chicken, there's lieutenant chicken, there's captain chicken. I mean, and not only that, then he checked between his army. He found one of his birds, the hubu, is missing. Do you know what the hubu is?
No, I don't know.
Let me search for you in Google so you can see the image. All right. This is the bird we are talking about.
The hubu.
Do you see it? This is the minister. This bird is a minister for Sulaiman. He is a minister of irrigation and womanizing, which means he looked for women for him who have no hair in their feet, in their legs.
The bird.
The bird is a minister for Sulaiman.
And look for.
Yeah. This is a bird who is a minister for Sulaiman, and this bird once was missing. So Sulaiman, he said, because this is his minister, that's why he noticed him is not there. So he said, where is the hub? If he did not give me a good excuse, I swear by Allah, I will slaughter him. How somebody, he go to school, he go to university, he have a little intelligence, he will believe in this garbage?
Yeah, you know, but
you
I don't understand when I read the Quran, it's like I didn't see this, you know.
Yeah, well,
I don't understand how it works, you know.
And look, because the bird, the Sulaiman, he checked the bird, he did not find him. So he said, I swear by Allah, I will certainly punish him and slaughter him if you don't give me a reason for the absence. Then the bird, he came back, he said to him, I was looking for you and I found a woman, she is in a throne, on top of her throne, and her people worship the sun, blah, blah, blah. Bird? Sulaiman, what is that? And why those things don't happen to Muhammad? Why Muhammad don't have a flying carpet, and the minister bird, and an army of a chicken, and genies? I mean, This is what I want the Muslims to think of. It's just a simple logic. Do this make sense to you?
Yeah, you opened up my eyes, you know, because I didn't see this when I was reading. Because sometimes when you don't understand the text, you just move on. You move on, you know, till you understand something and you pick up something. But like a lot of the text, I don't understand it. I have to be honest, I don't understand a lot of the text, you know. So, yeah, I just...
take your time, my friend.
Strange.
Take your time.
It's a little bit strange when you see it like this.
And read.
It feels a little bit strange.
This is kind of, you know, you don't need to be a genius to know that this is a fiction story, stupid story. It cannot be from God. But you know what is about? You know, there's no way anyone. This story is not even good for someone is 10 years old. If you tell it to him, he will know you're lying to him.
Yeah.
You know, you tell him there is a king, he have a minister, he has a bird, and you show him the picture of the bird, he will laugh. And then you say to him, the king, he have an army of chickens and roosters and the turkey, like what? And then he have a flying car. But they will know that you are, you know. Once I spoke to a child, she is like 7 years old, I think. I told her about there was a broom in the corner of their house. I said, do this broom fly? You know, like I'm just talking to a kid, supposedly, like in the magic, you know, in the cartoon. She said to me, "You think I'm stupid? Broom don't fly." Honest to God, she said to me, "Do you think I'm stupid? The broom don't fly." Even a kid, she is 6, 7 years old, she did not believe it. So how a Muslim in this age believe that there's a flying carpet can carry hundreds of thousands?
Yeah. This is my question to you, because I don't understand how I missed all this, you know. I just don't understand it. It's crazy when you look at it like this, and you sit here and explain it for me. But I don't understand how I missed it, you know. Just don't understand it.
It's okay.
Maybe
everything have a time. It's all right, my
maybe
friend.
it's because of the fear or something. Because I do feel a lot of fear when I read it. You know, you want to be good person and do good, and you know you don't want to make mistakes and stuff like that, you know. So
yeah, it's okay, but I'm saying everything have a time. It's all right, you know.
yeah.
Everything happened for a reason, and maybe it's not time for you yet to wake up, but no, you know, it's never too late, you know.
Yeah, it's never too late. You know, I wanted to thank you, like really thank you, because I have been thinking a lot these 2 days, and I've been looking some of your videos. Actually, I've been looking at it, and yeah, it's a lot that seems strange, even in the Quran. Because before I was most exposed to the Hadiths, and it seemed too strange for me, and I didn't want to accept it, you know. But when you went into the Quran, and yeah, I cannot defend it, you know. I cannot defend it.
Yeah, well, if you go to chapter as an example, chapter 21, verse number 81 or 82. Let me show you. 21, 80. Okay, let's see. All right. Here we will see Sulaiman have a flying carpet. But in this flying carpet, it can carry all his kingdom, his horses, his cows, his donkeys, his chicken army. Look, really. And to Sulaiman, we subjugated. Let me make it bigger. Okay. All right. We subjugated the wind strongly, raging. Means we subjugated the strong wind to Sulaiman, running by his command toward the land, etc. And then he says, he had a mat. You know what mat? It's like a carpet. So he had a mat.
A carpet.
Yeah, he had a mat made of wood, on which he would place the equipment of his kingship, horses, camels, tents, and troops. Then he would command the winds to carry it, and he would go underneath it, which means the wind, and it would carry him aloft, shading him and protecting him from the heat, until he reached whenever he want to go. So Sulaiman, anytime we want to go anywhere, he ordered his army to ride the carpet, and then after they stand in the top of the carpet, him and his horses, as you see, camels, look, equipment.
Yeah, everybody was standing on the on the
horses, camels, tents, troops, chickens, everything, all kind of animals. And then the whole kingdom fly. Now, how a Muslim believe in this? And not only this, it says later that Sulaiman, he used to have 600,000 chairs in the top of the carpet. This is for the men. So imagine we have an airplane now in the year 2017 can fly and carry 700,000 traveler, or 600, or even 500,000, 500,000. Imagine,
Oh, brother, this is hard for me. It's very hard for me. It's very, very, very emotional for me. This.
Well, if you want my advice, if you want my advice, just denounce Islam and say I'm out of it. I mean, what are you waiting for? If they are not convinced with this, if you are sure that this is something stupid to believe in, I mean, what are you waiting for?
Yeah. No, I think in my heart I have already denounced it. It's going to be different, like in real life, but in my heart, yeah.
Well, in your heart is the important, and real life.
Defend it,
Yeah, you do not need to defend anything, but as long as you said you denounce Islam, I'm so happy for you, and you better think about something, good for your future. Islam is not. It's not good for someone who have any kind of intelligence and doesn't take you anywhere. It's like drugs. Everybody's in drugs. Believe in this God, He will give you virgins, naked women, etc. Well, you wanna get naked women? They are in the street. There's hookers, there's prostitutes. You wanna fly without flying? Go and take some cocaine. If Allah is God of the cocaine. All what Islam is promising is nothing but a cocaine. It's not real. It's fiction, and it's destroying the life of people, the life of who believe, and even the life who don't believe. Because people who don't believe in Islam, they suffer because of Islam too.